it's so hard to form a brand new habit. I used to hate exercise. I used to never want to do it. And whenever I did do it, I would do so much exercise that I would be quite traumatized the next time I wanted to go and do that exercise. And your life as a whole will just improve. Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to talk about how you can get into exercise, how I managed to get into exercise, and how you can easily integrate exercise in your life where it no longer becomes a chore and it is more part of your way of life. So there's a very famous quote that says, "The chains of habit are too weak to be felt until they are too strong to be broken." And what this essentially means is you must get into habits that you want to be in, because the habits that you don't want, you will get too used to them. You'll only recognize the bad habits when they are too strong to get rid of. Now, everything that you do in your day-to-day life, no matter what it is, you're going to get good at. Whatever you practice every single day, you will get good at. And what once was hard in that certain activity will become a lot easier the more you practice it. This is a general rule of life. This is a law of the universe. And no matter what, it is what it is. So when you want to get into exercise, let me give you a bit of background. I used to absolutely struggle with exercise. I used to hate exercise. I used to never want to do it. And whenever I did do it, I would do so much exercise that I would be quite traumatized the next time I wanted to go and do that exercise. So for instance, when I first got into running, I set a goal of trying to do half an hour on a treadmill on day one. And yeah, most of you listen to this might resonate with that, and you might think, yeah, well, I just couldn't stick to it. Maybe you did a few days, maybe you did a few weeks, maybe even only just did one day. The problem with it is you're starting way too heavy, and it's so hard to form a brand new habit, especially when you're doing that much intense work to begin with. Exercise is an essential part of life. In order to feel better, I've never felt better in my life than when I started by just doing exercise. So there's loads of different exercises you could do. If when I say things like getting to jogging, it's not easy for everyone. So you need to find an exercise that works with you, something that you enjoy. Now you can either get into swimming, rowing, kayaking. It could be any form of exercise. It doesn't really matter what it is, but the key principles remain throughout the board of whatever exercise it is. Now, take this very seriously when I say just start with 5 minutes. 5 minutes of exercise is the very foundation that you need to build to form this new habit. And you must do your exercise every single day. And I don't want to hear excuses like I don't have the time, because everyone has 5 minutes. There is absolutely no way on earth that no one has 5 minutes to do exercise. If you need to wake up earlier to get your exercise done, wake up earlier. Or if you need to spend an hour instead of playing Xbox, or instead of doing something that is unproductive, replace that for exercise. Let's say you've now just started, you're doing 5 minutes. For instance, I'm going to make this simple. I'm going to say 5 minutes of jogging. Don't push yourself too hard when you start. Do as much as your body feels like doing, but make sure you have a timer of 5 minutes. So your timer of 5 minutes is more than acceptable to be jogging for 1 minute of that, and then walk maybe a minute, then just push yourself to keep going until that 5 minute timer is up. All that matters is that 5 minute window gets fulfilled the first day you do it. It doesn't matter how you do it too much, as long as there is some form of jogging involved. And obviously, whatever exercise you're doing, as long as that is involved in that first 5 minutes. Once that timer is up, feel proud of yourself. You've started. And it's a goal that's small enough for anyone to achieve, where you can feel proud about what you've done, and you won't be too traumatized to start carrying on the habit the next day. And the next day, keep going. And you need to look at it as a lifestyle change. It's not a chore. It's not something you're just going to implement here and there. It's something that you now have to do every single day. And you start on 5 minutes. Say you start on a Wednesday. Because for me, every Wednesday is when I up my timing. But I'm not going to confuse you too much right now. You start on a Wednesday, and you Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 minutes. And then the next Wednesday, from your first Wednesday that you started, just 5 minutes a day, Now you add 2 minutes. So you bump it up to 7 minutes. And then that Wednesday, when it comes around, your body will be so used to 5 minutes that 7 minutes, you'll notice how much better you are. And write it down. If you can be bothered, it will make things a lot easier. Write down every day, okay, I ran for 1 minute straight, for instance. I ran for 1 minute straight and I spent 2 minutes out of the 5 minutes walking. And in total, I ran for 3 minutes and I walked for 2 minutes in the 5 minute window. And now the next day, you write it, you keep track of yourself, and you push yourself as hard as you want to push yourself. Don't do it too much, but make sure you're keeping in between that 5 minute window. So when the next Wednesday comes, and now you bump it up to 2 minutes, you do the same thing, you keep track. And every week, just add 2 minutes on. Remember, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. Your life is a marathon. You must get good at forming habits, and habits are only formed when they're done constantly and consistently. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you're building a habit on what you're constantly doing. And after 7 minutes, go up to 10 minutes. The week after that, the Wednesday after that, go up to 10 minutes. And keep track of it until you get comfortable. And you'll find when you get up to half an hour, your 5 minutes that you started with will be so easy to do that half an hour will not even seem like too much of a big goal. Yeah, sure, it might have taken 4, 5, 6 weeks to get there, but you're now consistently able to run half an hour every single day without it beating you up and without it traumatizing you. And then from there, it's up to you how much further you want to go. Obviously, not everyone can keep adding 2 minutes on forever. I don't suggest to add 2 minutes forever. But the point of it is you're getting into exercise and you're consistently maintaining exercising throughout your day. You'll notice your skin get better. You'll notice your health get better. You'll notice your tiredness in the day will go down. Your stress levels will go down. There are so many benefits to exercise, and your life as a whole will just improve. Now, you must also note that everything you do in your day, come from eating to sleeping to nutrition to work and anything else you're doing in your day, will improve. You must also improve your food when it comes to your exercise. I'll make another video on nutrition. But as a foundation, that is the way to start getting into exercise and to be able to consistently exercise day in, day out. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. Please subscribe to this video if you are interested and you want to see more content like this. And I would really appreciate just any opinion or a like or a dislike, however you felt about this video. And please keep me up to date with your results, and feel free to join my Artificial Intelligence Society, where I talk about new technologies and how you can implement artificial intelligence in your health, your relationships, and your business.